from the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation, Outdoor Oklahoma.
Hello everybody and welcome to Outdoor Oklahoma. I'm your host for the day, Richard Hatcher, and I'm going to take you on a little tour of the most premier outdoor event in Oklahoma, the Wildlife Expo. We are extremely proud to bring you 6 years now running the Outdoor Expo at the Lazy E Arena, where you will find literally hundreds of different activities to involve yourself, your family, friends in. And today we're going to show you a little bit of those so you can kind of get an idea of where you want to be, what activities you want to participate in, because you can't do it all. There's so much there that there's something for avid hunters, anglers, outdoor enthusiasts, and for first-time beginners. You might want to learn how to bait a hook, or you might want to learn how to tie a fly yourself. So there's something for everybody. So sit back and enjoy the next several minutes, get a feel for the Wildlife Expo, figure out where you want to be the end of September.
For folks that haven't come out to the expo before, I'd give a couple of first-time tips. One would be to bring some sunscreen, maybe a little water, although we've got water stations throughout the campus, and also some walking shoes, because there's a fair amount of walking. Now, if you have a family member that has some mobility issues, we have a special team dedicated to helping folks get around the campus of the Lazy E. So just find a department employee. They'll be wearing a shirt that has the Wildlife Expo logo on it. Let us know what your needs are. We'd be happy to get with you and work one-on-one to make sure you have a great experience while you're there.
There are some things you can think about before you go that will help you get the most out of your experience there. Look at the different areas, for example, that we have. You can spend a lot of time in one area and maximize your time there. The archery area, for example, there might be a half a dozen things there that you could take advantage of very quickly and not be moving back and forth across the entire area, wasting a lot of time walking, and in some cases getting very hot. Be sure to have water with you. We have lots of water stations, but it's probably a good idea to bring at least a water bottle that you can refill and carry with you. Come as early as you can. The event starts at 8 o'clock. If you are there at 8 o'clock, you might avoid some of the longer lines, especially for those most popular events. The kayaking line is all day long, and we're so proud of those guys. I've got to mention our volunteers. That's the first thing I just thought of. They work so hard to bring you a great event that give them a thanks too while you're out there. Get in line early for the kayaking, the shotgunning. The STEP program is always very popular, so get out there early and get to those. Taste of the Wild. If you want to taste some of that great bison chili or some good fried fish, get there early for those kinds of things.
Form is really good. Start out underneath the target, come up underneath it, catch it. As soon as they come together, the bead and that target, pull the trigger. But you look great. I mean, there's not a whole lot I can say because you're doing awesome. There we go. Smash right in the middle. Good shot.
I was active duty Army stationed in Lawton and decided to get out, liked Oklahoma, bought a place here, and today my son came with his school group to the Wildlife Expo, and I wanted to come up here and spend some time with him and see what the expo was all about. I really like it. I think it's a great opportunity for kids to get out and do some things that they would not normally be able to do. As far as hunting and fishing goes, there's a lot of great opportunities here. The shooting sports here are a lot of fun. I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad, mainly hunting a lot. We did a lot of squirrel and rabbit hunting, later on deer hunting. And since we've moved here to Oklahoma, I've had the opportunity to deer hunt with all my boys. And they've been very successful. It's been a lot of fun, and it's a great family opportunity to be out, spend time together with your children and be able to discuss things that are important and just spend some quality time with them. Oh yes, Oklahoma's got a lot of opportunities for anybody to hunt or fish. There's lots of lakes. We have the opportunity to have a refuge around our property, and there's turkey, deer, some wild pigs, obviously squirrel and rabbits. There's ducks in the wintertime. It's a great place to hunt and fish. It's a great wildlife state. I enjoy it a lot.
Hi, I'm J.D. Ridge. We're here at the Wildlife Expo at the Lazy Arena in Guthrie, Oklahoma. We're going to do some ridge rambling, talk to some folks, and see how they're doing at the Wildlife Expo. Okay. I hear you're quite a tumbling expert.
Yeah, I like chain spot, tuck and roll.
There you go. Are you having fun at the expo?
I am.
Oh, yeah? Is this how you get back and forth to school?
No.
No? Do you have to walk
No.
uphill both ways barefoot? No? Is this your first expo?
It's my first.
What have you enjoyed the most so far this year? The food?
The Dutch oven cooking.
Do you, what do you do with this chuck wagon? Do you do full-scale meals or is it exhibition? What is?
We do that too, but we do a lot of chuck wagon catering.
Watch out, I'll interview you. Is this your first expo?
Actually, no. We've been out here, I think, ever since you've done it.
Excellent, excellent. What's your favorite event here?
My favorite event, probably the fishing. Probably the fishing.
Chicken fried steaks, fried taters, gravy, cobblers.
I'm getting hungry. When's dinner?
Well, about 30 minutes.
All right, we'll be back. Hey, young man, how are you doing? Good? Have you caught any fish?
Nope.
Well, keep after it. You'll catch you one. Do you think these kids are enjoying the expo?
I think so. There's a lot of smiles out here.
What was your favorite thing to do? The kayaks? Yeah.
You like the kayaks?
You like those a lot?
Yep.
Did you shoot a bow and arrow?
We're waiting for
Yeah.
right now.
Do you think this is a good thing for kids?
I think it is.
What about families?
I think it's a wonderful thing for families.
What's your favorite thing of Expo?
Probably the archery and shotguns.
Is this your first Expo?
Yes, it is. Yes,
Are you
it
here
is.
with some family?
My wife.
That's it, huh?
That's it.
How'd you hear about the Expo?
We've read about it for the last few years, and I was watching the outdoor show last week, and they mentioned it, and so I said, let's go down.
Can you do it all in a day?
We'll try to.
Is your family coming out?
Yeah, they're here. I have older boys, so they're out there running around, having a good time.
Excellent. What do you think their favorite part of the Expo is?
You know what? The bike trail. They go through it once and they'll go through it again.
We've been with the Expo since the beginning, and we really appreciate what the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation has done and continues to do. We enjoy being with the people out here. We have what seems to be very popular, the gator rides. They've got, as you can probably see behind us here, we've got a little course here where that 16 and above can test drive the gators and see what they'll do. And the kids seem to love that, and so do the adults. We believe that it's one of the more popular events out here. We like seeing that everyone enjoys it, the smiles on the kids' faces.
He's a crazy driver. I'm not that crazy. Stop. Your mom's gonna.
What it has done is brought really together the whole community of wildlife people in Oklahoma into a real partnership, you might say. Everybody has an opportunity to show what kind of activities they're the most proud of, where they have opportunities even to give away some things that they've shown or made or done. And to see that many people working together. Yes, the Department of Wildlife Conservation does sponsor this event, and we are responsible for the expenses of it. But it would not happen without our partners. There was a group that makes their own bows, the Self Bow Association, that made them and gave them away to kids for probably their first bow and arrow that they'd ever had.
Well, as part of participating in the Wildlife Expo this year, we were asked if we had some type of special event that we could do, and so we have, as part of the Oklahoma Self Bow Society, we do a little deal where we give away rattan bows to the kids that show up to our events, and so that's what we were doing this morning. We pre-built some rattan bows, and rattan makes a real nice kid's bow. It's almost indestructible, and so we put together those. And we had a little sign-up sheet so that everybody come in, first come, first serve. We could have given away probably 500 of them, but we had to limit it somewhere. So that's what we were doing today. We were pretty much just wanting to get the kids involved in archery, and that's one of the easiest ways to do is give them a little indestructible bow, show them how much fun it is to do this. We sent them down to the Bow Hunting Council of Oklahoma's little archery range down there, and they're hooked for life. You know, they're going to be remembering this event forever. So we know those little things. It's just a little something that we can do to kind of give back. Our motto, our drive with the Oklahoma Self Bow Society is to pass on that tradition of learning to build primitive archery tools, and this is just the first step.
We had to get here as early as we could, and then we waited in line for about 30 minutes, and we had to wait to see the first 50 got a bow, and luckily I was number 48. It's a new experience shooting this bow, and I think it's going to be cool.
There are so many that are bringing this together into such a great event that I'm just proud to be a part of it, to tell you the truth. I was part of it actually in that small area of being able to help pass out those bows last year. The ones that were handmade by the members of that association, and they let me sign them as if I had anything to do with it and hand them out to the kids, and it was a great experience and they were so excited. And that's just one of over 100 different things that you can get involved in out there.
We're representing the Youth World Bow Fishing Association, and the reason we're here today is because we want to get and promote young children to do bow fishing, and we are here to show them how to do it, to spark their interest and hopefully to pass it on for generations, because it's a fun sport that you can enjoy with your family and share with everyone. And we hope to inspire people to do that. Bow fishing is interesting because you do have right here the fishing rod reel, and you have a bow, and the key is to try to actually shoot the bow or the fish in the water with the bow. Right here we do not have an arrow, but normally you would have an arrow to try to stick the fish, but there's only certain fish we can actually try to shoot. And what we want to do is we want to try to just aim, have some consistency, and shoot the fish in the water. And of course you have to kind of aim depending on where the fish is going. So the typical thing is it's just fun. It's kind of a competitive thing because you're trying to always improve your skills. Today, the main thing is there real fish that we're going to get to shoot at? No, we have targets. Was there real fish out there? Yes, there are real fish out there. If I see a fish, can I shoot it? You can sure try to shoot it. So they are all excited about it. They have lots of questions. What do I do? How do I do it? And well, I've done both hunting. Is it similar to that? And it's like, yeah, but it's kind of a cross between fishing and bow hunting. So that's kind of the reaction that a lot of them, they're like, oh, let me do it. And they just want to jump in there and try it.
Simple minds like mine want to know, what's an atlatl?
Atlatl is a spear launcher. It was the predecessor to the bow. It was an Ice Age weapon. It was a mammoth killer. And we got mighty short range here, but normally they're shot at 100 yards.
Really?
And you can get real accurate with them if you practice.
And what kind of tips would an atlatl normally have?
For big game, it'd be a Folsom or a Clovis point. A big stone cutting head.
So that's what these guys back in the past had in them.
That's what they had in them. Our archaeological site at Cooper Wildlife Management Area, 20 Folsom points was found there in the bison field. So it was an Ice Age big game weapon, and we're bringing it back.
What's your favorite part of the expo?
Fishing.
Fishing? I saw you just caught a fish a minute ago. How many have you caught?
This is my second one.
What other parts of the expo do you guys enjoy while you're here?
You like this?
What's your favorite part of the expo so far?
Probably this.
This?
Or shooting.
Did you shoot some shotguns today?
No, but I shot the laser things.
Did you? Did you like that?
Yes.
Hey guy, what's your name?
Todd?
Todd?
Yes.
Are you a circus performer?
No.
No? Well, you did that quite well. Where'd you learn that balance?
I don't know.
You don't know? Just born with it, huh?
Yeah.
Have you ever ridden an elephant? You can't do that here, but you can do most everything else. What all have you done here today?
Not much. We threw some buffalo chips and
Buffalo chips?
Yeah.
Is that like potato chips?
No,
No? What's a buffalo chip?
it's buffalo dung.
Oh! As you can see, there's a lot to do out here at the expo. Looks like folks are having fun. There's a lot of families out today, a lot of activities. Come on out and join us at the Wildlife Expo.
My first year at Expo, and pretty much every year, it's a surprise just the numbers of people that show up. Particularly Saturday afternoon is a great time for families to get out and enjoy the experience, and there are tons of folks that come. And it's great that we have the large campus at the Lazy E Arena to fill up. We've got plenty of room for people to spread out, and so it doesn't get overwhelmingly crowded, but it is neat to see so many folks and just different kinds of people. You know, I can't imagine why anyone wouldn't want to come to the Wildlife Expo. There's so much to do for all kinds of ages. It's free, which is a great thing. Parking's free, getting in is free, food samples are free, activities are free. There's no cost at any point in the experience.
So come to the Wildlife Expo. There's no reason not to. You won't regret it. You'll love it. If you've never been there before, you will see the whole outdoor adventure there wrapped up for you. You can try things you have never tried before, never even thought about trying. If you've been there for years, this is the year I challenge you to bring somebody who hasn't been. Let them see something, let them learn something new. We all know that mentoring, bringing somebody else into the wildlife experience is the way to recruit. We don't get hunters and anglers just by talking to you on the television. You've got to bring somebody so they can experience it. They can see the passion that you have for it. So this is your year to bring somebody that hasn't been to the expo and recruit somebody else into the outdoors.